All right, we're live for the Valspar Championship preview. Last week, the players didn't go that well for us, but overall, I thought Rory being a winner was a good thing. What are your overall thoughts on the event?
Yeah, we had two events. We had second in the LIV Singapore. We'll get to that one. Yeah, Rory, I'm glad he won. I'd much rather Rory being the Players Champ than JJ Spawn.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really happy he won. You look at the last few times. You had Scotty, and I just think the golf world is a better place when Rory's at the top of the mountain, and I'd rather him be the best player. The PGA Tour, you and I have been saying, it's kind of sucked recently. And if Rory's this top guy who he's supposed to be, and Scotty's kind of falling back, that's a good thing for everybody.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, yeah, Rory's the class of the PGA Tour. It does kind of suck, man. His 2 wins this year, he drifted in both of them on the odds boards because both of his wins were at courses that aren't driver heavy, club down events, Pebble and this. I mean, this is you hit more drivers here, but like it's not the best of golf course for him. And he even said he didn't have his A stuff this week, but he's basically course proof. But like after all my bets were in, I'm like, this fucking 14, 15 to 1 that Rory drifted to. At some point, that's just got to be like a bet.
Yeah, it does.
And his talent is just so fucking like he can just win with his B talent.
We said before the season we thought Rory was going to come back to this level, and he did. We haven't really bet him yet.
No, but it's kind of sucks because like felt like we missed out. We should have been on one of them. But it's just tough. Like you think Rory and Bomber, but Rory's not. He's just skilled all around.
Yeah, he's good. And now, adding further to what we talked about before, look at the 5-6 guys who have won since it's been to March. It's just all the best players, only the best players.
But that being said, he didn't beat any other great players at all. Like, who was the best player he beat? I mean, he was battling going into Sunday. He was battling Spawn, Collie, Smalley,
Akshay.
Akshay's the best player. But and I guess you could have Connors and Cantlay and Straka down the board. Well, they were actually kind of the same score as Rory going into Sunday.
How the hell is that a leaderboard?
That's what I'm saying, man. The players, we've gotten big time winners, but the guys battling them are randoms.
But does the PGA Tour suck?
I just think we're not. We haven't gotten to these guys like we used to with all the big guns. But yeah, it sucks. I fucking hate the PGA Tour. I could list like 6 guys that I like on the PGA Tour. The rest of them are all terrible.
Like, who are the top 10 players on the PGA Tour? None of them are even playing well, besides Rory and Colin, I guess.
Scotty's fighting it. He has his C game. He's still finishing 15th every week.
Yeah, because the tour just lacks depth.
The top 10 players on the tour, you got Rory, Scotty, Xander, Colin,
Ludwig,
and Ludwig. Those are the definitive top 5. I don't think there's any. You can't even challenge those top 5, right?
No, and then it's JT. Can't
No, it's not JT. It's not JT. It's Henley.
Who is it?
Henley.
Henley's better than JT?
Yes.
Okay.
Is he not?
I mean, it's hard to argue with it. I mean, in terms of results.
We're going to go through this, our Ryder Cup picks today. There's 5 locks for me. And Henley's a lock.
Meh. Nothing wrong with that.
So, those are, I mean, yeah. And the next guys are like, you think JT? Is it JT? Is it Cantlay? Is it Tommy?
I know. It's tough. I mean, so last week, I didn't feel that much regret. Yeah, I didn't feel that much regret to not being on Rory. I mean, it happens. It is what it is.
No, I'm not saying I regretted it at all. I'm just
And then the other guys, it's like we talked about the guy who's in really hot form, hot approach coming into it. Spawn was on our list. We just crossed him off because he's a PM tee time.
Oh no, we crossed him off that too, but he was on the original list. But then we checked his course history.
Yep. And then Akshay, I mean, could we have been there at 80, 90? We both said we think he's going to take a big leap. I say he's going to be a top 10 player by the end of the season, which it seems like he's on track to do. So maybe we should have thought about it more. And he's a really good win player. I think we got to remember that going forward, which we already did in the past. But we got waved out of this one. Like it was obviously the worst card we probably ever had because.
So yeah, that was bizarre. Why did the PM play so much easier than the AM on Thursday?
I think because they couldn't control their spin in the wetness. We almost saw it when they got back from the break, where guys were just overspinning everything.
That big of a difference? I mean, it hadn't rained since Monday.
I don't know. That's what Mike Kim said, and I can't think of anything else. No one can really find the answer.
No, Mike Kim said that?
Yeah, he said it was just so soft that people couldn't control their spin, and when it was firmer, you knew what to expect, and you could play for it.
Okay. Was that because that was a really big what was that? A 2-shot difference?
2, yeah.
2-shot difference, and for no real reason weather-wise.
Was anyone in contention from the AM PM? I mean, Straka was the only one. Not that he really stayed in contention for very long, but
it was just Straka.
Yep, I think.
I don't know where the other ship bombs came from. The Collies and Smallies.
Had to be PM.
Okay. I don't know. Where did Hoagie come from?
I don't know.
At any point did you think Hoagie was going to win if he made that putt on 18?
No, I didn't.
No?
Did you?
I don't think so.
There were too many guys.
Glover was AM, wasn't he? I think Glover might have been.
Yeah, well, not too many of them in. Ludwig, disappointment.
All right, so let's get to our card. The only one. Well, I had Cantlay. You had Straka. Both finished similar, right?
Yep.
Cantlay's the biggest cocksucker out there. I mean, how many fucking 4 or 5 footers is this guy got to miss? I counted at least 7.
He could have easily got to 12.
Easily. So many of them all week. 4 or 5 footers that he missed. He's the. I don't know who's more frustrated, him or JT. I really don't.
I remember watching Cantlay and like thinking, it just seemed like he didn't give a fuck if he won or not.
No, he doesn't give a shit.
No, he just wants. Oh, 4th place. I'll take that check. Like, fine.
I don't get it. Straka, he kind of just fucked off on Sunday.
He just started off really bad. He actually got it together towards the end, but it was too late.
So we needed a combo of what Pat did early and Sepp did late.
Yeah.
We needed that with one of our golfers. The rest of our card, Ludwig, what a fucking disappointment that was. Like, what the fuck was that?
I mean, can you blame it on the wave?
No. He played with JT Friday. He shot a fucking 62.
Yeah, true.
He can't make the cut. All he had to do was make the cut.
And he could have got in it. I know. I don't know what his problem is, and I don't know why we can't get him right.
We can't get him right. Every time we bet him, he sucks ass. And every time I don't bet him, I fear him.
Not a good combo.
No. Hideki, he just didn't have it like first 6 holes on Friday. It was fucking embarrassing.
Thursday,
yeah. He got it together, but just missed too many shorties on Friday to make the cut. Then I got on JT Live Friday. He was like, I don't know, 300 to 1 or something. I was like, fuck it, I'll just take him live. He was right in it.
Yeah.
He just had to play decent golf on the weekend. And then boom, Saturday morning he comes in, sticks the first one, almost fucking hoops it. And I'm like, okay, here we go. -5. Let's go. We got an advantage because it's getting windier by the hour. You're out not early, but you're out before the leaders. And then boom, hits a drive 140 yards into the trees on the par 5. Hit a great punch out, but he still had fucking 240 coming into the fucking par 5. And then just kept hitting into the trees.
I still don't know if he can even win.
Yeah. So what is this guy's deal? That round on Friday was electric.
But it just validates everything. Like, we know he's playing fucking great.
Yeah. That round was so electric. Like, that was just awesome.
That's probably one of the best rounds.
17. That was just. But then he's just a cock. What the fuck?
The thing
is he ever going to win?
No, I don't think so. And I thought he had one of the best rounds I've ever seen. Like, people talk about the 50, 59 from Nap and all this other shit. Like, what JT did in the conditions where it's hard and other guys are grinding on certain, even some guys are shooting like +7. Like, what he did is such a better round than a 59.
Oh yeah, way better.
That was a great round. I like people like, you don't like seeing birdies, you don't like seeing great rounds. I love seeing great rounds. I just don't consider that 59 just because of the number as great of a round as it could be. I thought the JT round was so much better.
Yeah. But at the same point, I was always waiting for that mistake to come. I'm like, I know the mistake's coming, and it came on 18.
Yep.
Oh, because he could have broke the course record easily. Just needed par. But I don't know. I don't know what to think of JT. I'm glad he's just the favorite this week, and I can just ignore if he beats me. He beats me, I guess.
He's 14-1. It's tough. I mean, we'll get into the odds after, but guys who aren't winning just 12, 14-1, who haven't won in fucking years.
I know. It's crazy. All right, what else we have? All right, Rory. I want to do Rory last. Spawn. I mean, guy's striping it, right?
Yeah, he's playing good, but I think he might be dead now forever.
Yeah, what did you think of today? Obviously, bad drive on 16. Actually recovered fine and put it in that bunker, and I was like, okay, that should be an easy up and down for him. Shit bunker shot. Makes par. Actually, I thought Rory was going to miss that that birdie putt.
Yeah.
And I guess the 17 looks in Rory's bag to see what club he has before he shoots. Stunned that the ball went in the water, went deep.
It was so deep too.
He thought it was going to be short, he said.
You just can't even look at the other guy's bag, especially when it's someone who hits it so different than you.
I guess, but I feel like these guys always look in their partners' bags.
Well, you know, they say Tiger used to fuck with people.
Yeah, I know.
Hit like a sawed-off 9-iron or something like that. Like, I wonder if Rory has the gamesmanship to do that.
So Rory did say he hit a 3/4 9-iron.
Right.
So Spawn takes 8.
But then
they also were practicing that shot into that wind on the range because they knew they had that shot coming.
Adrenaline, maybe?
I guess. It was going to be a good shot if the wind actually hit it. Because it had the line where it was going to take that slope.
Yeah. I mean, I just think adrenaline pressure. Can you think of a more pressure situation for a guy like Spawn? Not only does he have to play Rory in a playoff, he has to go home and think about it and come there the next morning.
I know.
I didn't really think he had a chance, to be honest with you.
No, me neither. How about listen to him speak?
Ooh, not good.
I mean, his voice is
feminine.
Yeah, I don't know. He might be a homosexual. Not gonna lie.
So I looked it up. He's married, right?
Yeah, he's married. Got a kid. That doesn't mean anything. He's from LA. Little pretty boy.
Yeah. Yeah, there's something.
Guy. That voice. Holy shit. Was not expecting that, man.
No, I wasn't either. He played great all week, though, and he could have easily kind of fucked off after he started off bad on Sunday, but he grinded it back.
For sure. Definitely didn't have his best stuff on the front 9. How about the drop he took though?
Yeah, that was bullshit. That was bullshit.
All these drops, man. I know he did nothing against the rules. Don't come after me or any of that shit. It was completely allowed what he did, but we gotta change these rules, at least on the PGA Tour. You have to drop in the same grass type that your ball's originally in.
You shouldn't be able to improve the lie. Also, if you're going to drop it into a sprinkler head you shouldn't be able to drop into another sprinkler head. Like you should have to say the closest point of relief that is not whatever impediment or whatever. Like there's obviously a space in that area where he could have dropped it that wasn't on the second sprinkler head. He chose to do that intentionally to get a second drop.
Exactly.
To me, that's manipulating the rules. There's one thing following the rules and using them to your advantage. There's another one manipulating them to gain an unfair advantage, and that's what I thought that was.
Yeah, and these are changing tournaments. Like look at Malnati's drop last year. Changed.
Not right.
Result.
And here's the thing: if you and I were playing and I was on a sprinkler head, I wouldn't even ask. I would just drop it next to the sprinkler head in the same rough.
Yeah, exactly.
I would go, I'm taking my relief here. Oh, another sprinkler head, and just like go to the middle of the fairway. I'd feel like a dick.
Right. Exactly.
Like, no, I'm not going to do that. But he can do that and fuck over, a whole field full of players. I would have been pissed. They need to amend some of these rules.
Yeah. I want to talk about some of the other guys. Glover. I love old leather.
He's great.
Man, I just wanted to see him beat the piss out of fucking Rory and Spawn and all these other pussies up on the leaderboard.
Yeah. It would have been. I was rooting for him after I knew our guys weren't winning. I was like, I hope old man Glover can come back. And it kind of was a classic players, though. You got the old guy, the random.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe he might be challenged a little deeper. He didn't have it early on Sunday either.
Yeah. But he stormed back, though. Fought.
He's great, man. He's just every man. He said a lot of great things the past few years about the PGA Tour. I just think he's exactly what we love the PGA Tour for. One of those few guys.
Yep. And then
nice
Akshay,
yeah,
did you see that? You posted that picture. He don't give a fuck.
No,
I know his wife beat his ass, but in my mind, he would beat some ass on the PGA Tour.
He would. Do you think he did
those fucking big man fists of Glover, old man, probably just working man? You know what I mean?
Working man hands, yeah. Do you think he wore that bulge intentionally to show the other guys how much testosterone he had?
Yeah, he definitely did. Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely was a pretty sizable bulge.
Yeah, massive, massive nuts.
Yeah, just all testy.
Akshay, I was happy he didn't win because I want to be there for his big win. It was great to see him in contention in a big event, get those feels, because obviously I think something big's coming for Akshay at some point. I don't know if it's this year, but probably in the next 2 to 3 years, I can see him winning a major. So it was really good to see him in a big event. Minwoo Lee fucked him so hard on fucking Saturday.
Yeah.
Like, I felt bad for Akshay.
I bet the overs on both of them and hit him.
And the putter let him down late Sunday. I know he made some putts early, but late Sunday, he had some chances. He could have easily been in that playoff.
He missed some shorties. He should have been in the playoff.
Yeah.
He was hitting the ball really, really well. I mean, you get the little side sauce. He's a lot of talent. Just incredible talent. I mean, I don't know how many people know this about Akshay. I think PGA Tour fans, maybe some do, some don't. But in junior golf, like, he was the guy. He was the guy. He wasn't like one of these up and comers, good play. No, like, he was the guy.
Right.
And people, I don't know if they realize how good he actually was and is, and his decision not to go to college and all this other stuff. Like, he's a high pedigree player. So the fact that he's coming into his own and after he chose that route of not going to college, I think is awesome. And I'm fired up for him upcoming. I think Quayle could be really good. He does need to figure out that putting thing. I know some people are put off by the fact that he has the long putter already and he's only 23.
Yeah, I know.
He's cool though.
I got a Quayle bet. I don't know if I like him or not, because people like they were even saying on the broadcast, we got some real power in this group with Minwoo Lee and Akshay. Akshay doesn't really bomb it.
No, he drills fairways. Yeah, he is. He drills, but he almost like a bubble like trajectory.
Great wind player.
Yeah, but it's all heavy, hard fade.
Yeah.
But he knows his trajectory and he plays it, which he's good at. But he's I think top 10 on the tour in fairways gained.
Yeah, real good long iron player. You need somebody to hit a shot from fucking 220. Akshay's your guy.
Oh yeah, he got that side sauce on it. He's really good with a wedge too.
Yeah,
always sticks him with a wedge.
Yep. So I was happy for Akshay. He withdrew like an hour ago.
Good. He doesn't need to play the shit.
Yeah. All right. What else did I have? We talked about JT 62. Oh, Rory. Go ahead.
Back on Min Woo, we said it before the tournament started. Is he the most overrated player on the PGA Tour?
Yeah. What did he end up finishing?
Like 30th,
20th.
He's an average player. He's just an average player.
I mean, he hits bombs, not that accurate. Is good out of with a tight lie, chipping.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't expect him to do anything on the weekend, though, to be honest. Actually, I expected him to do what he did.
I did too. Were there people out there that thought on Saturday like he was like the guy to beat? I was like, this guy ain't hanging around.
There was at no point did I ever think that Min Woo Lee was going to win that event.
No.
I actually felt bad for Akshay that he had to be with him.
I know. It was a tough. He was hitting it all over the place.
All right, so back to the winner, Rory. So first time he's won 2 events before the Masters.
And that's what we were looking for, right?
Yep.
First time ever?
First time he's ever done that. Do you know he's won in every month except April?
Wow.
Every single month except April.
He's looking good.
Oh, he's going to be a problem at Augusta. A problem.
He's the guy to beat. Should be the favorite.
Yep.
If they give me plus money on a Rory Scheffler head to head, I'll fucking pound it.
They're gonna. I think, right?
Yeah, I think so.
He's definitely the guy to beat. You just got to hope and pray that what's happened in the past just continues to happen. It's not a good course for him, and that's the only way we're going to beat him.
Yeah,
because he's winning some of these events. He's winning these events with his B game. I'm still not fully there with him. I don't like. He's got to have his A game to win Augusta, right?
Yeah, he does. And this is kind of what it feels like. You know, it's usually a top guy at Augusta, but then you have these years where it's like a group of random good players, not great players, that are like in the mix.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what it's kind of going to be, because you get Scotty, who's not playing his A game. Xander doesn't look very good. Rory, yeah, he's playing great, but you know he's liable to just completely fucking melt. So right. I think it's a year for maybe one of those good, not great players.
Yeah.
But
yeah, maybe. McGinley was making a good point. You know that putt he had on 18 yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
If he misses that putt, the short one,
yeah,
is he fucked for the rest of the year?
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
That was almost a massive putt, man. He almost missed it.
Yeah, it dove right on him, just like the one at Pinehurst, or that one was left.
No, that one dove right, but I mean that one was obviously tougher putt. The one he had,
the one on 16.
Well, 16 was a 2-footer.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. He should have. What was that yesterday? 4.5.
Yeah, 4.8.
Yeah, that would. Yeah, he's mentally not great.
Definitely misses it.
Oh yeah.
But if he misses that, that just brings up U.S. Open thoughts, everything.
I'm sure they're going to be there anyway.
Yeah, it gotta be. But I don't know. He could go down in a dark hole if he missed that putt.
Yep. McGinley said that.
Yeah. I like the live from show.
I like it too, and I people hate Brandel. I know he's really opinionated, and we hate his opinions, but I still don't hate him as a guy.
No, yeah, same.
People have like they hate him so much, because I'm fine with people disagreeing with me. Fine, that's okay. You can share those opinions if you want. I think he's and like when I interviewed him, he gave me his phone number and he's like, text me whenever. And every time I've texted him, he's answered in like 5 minutes and been wicked nice to me.
Oh, that's cool.
He's the man.
I don't disagree with everything he says. He says
no, I don't either.
Agree with all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, Rory at Augusta. Yeah, I don't see how is he the favorite going in? Or is it
to me, I think Scotty price-wise probably will be, but I think Rory should be.
Yeah, I think they should price them both at 6-1.
Yep.
It's kind of crazy with Scotty because he hasn't been 6-1 in fucking 2 years, but
good. Let people take the bait.
Yeah. Anything else from the players?
No.
Oh, actually, I got a couple things non-golf related, but all right, Rory, taking that dude's phone.
Oh my god.
What the fuck was that? That was such a pussy move, man. Really?
That was so. I was been thinking about this the last few days. One, I just don't get him kicked out. You still look kind of like a pussy, but I think a little bit understandable. But why take the guy's phone? It makes no sense. Here, give me the phone. He walks over and whatever he did, like
there's got to be more to the story. I wish we get some background on it. It doesn't really make sense.
No, it doesn't. And then the fact that it ended up being the Luke Potter kid who plays at Texas, he's like going to be a PGA Tour player.
Yeah,
that's so weird. But the other angle that I just started thinking about, like that kid shouldn't have been. Imagine like you're a 20-year-old who's on pace to kind of make the PGA Tour. Like, why are you heckling Rory in a practice round?
That's another thing. It was so weird. What? Like you're gonna be his peer. Like soon.
Maybe he was wasted.
He had to have been wasted.
Like that's the only thing that makes sense because
that kid probably wasn't even watching that Masters at all either. He was probably like 7.
He was 9 years old.
Yeah.
Just like 2011. What the fuck? The whole situation was bizarre. Like, I get why Rory, I guess, got pissed. I wouldn't have. I mean, it obviously showed some thin skin, but
why didn't he say why didn't he just say the 2024 US Open?
Why didn't he say no when he asked to give him his phone?
Yeah, why did he just let him have the phone?
He just handed it over to him. I was like, no. Sorry, dude.
The other story, this is actually relates to the Masters. I'm still wicked high on Colin for the Masters. And he hit it fucking incredible this week. Just his putter was atrocious. He made a little run Sunday, but too far back. His comments, I think, could linger, man. I don't like it. Yeah,
it definitely isn't a good thing. I mean, hopefully it blows over. There's a lot of other big storylines. Hopefully that doesn't become one of them. But I didn't like it. I didn't like his comments at all.
His comments sucked. Well, what are you doing?
I know. I don't owe you guys anything. Shut the fuck up.
I'm like, dude, you're playing. You played for a $4.5 million purse this week, and it's all due to the fans. You and the media. What do you mean you don't owe us anything?
Yeah, I think he finished second. He made 1.5 million, and he doesn't want to talk to the media.
Second in a non-major, like maybe like the 9th, 10th most relevant golf tournament of the year. Like you can't speak. Like, is you that devastated?
Yeah, it was crazy. And he's like, well, I went and signed an autograph for kids, and no one came over and talked to me. You just blew the media off and said you didn't want to talk. You think they're going to chase you down while you're signing an autograph?
Yeah, everybody signs autographs. Like, what are you talking about? I love that Rocco was giving him shit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people said, and the best thing is like Arnold Palmer would never have done that and never have allowed it.
Arnold Palmer would wring that fucking kid's neck.
Yeah, he would.
Like,
he comes across
that really pissed me off. Like, what are you talking about, man?
Yeah, yeah. I don't owe anyone anything. Oh, you lost his tournament. Shut the fuck up, man.
You're that devastated that like you didn't choke it. It wasn't like you pulled a Rory at last year's US Open. Rory actually had a good reason not to talk. Like I don't blame him. But like you didn't blow the Arnold Palmer. You kind of just played par golf while Henley just got a lucky chip in.
And I still think Rory should have spoke to the media too.
I think too, but like I understand it.
Look, you make millions and millions and millions of dollars to play this game. And I know there's a lot of work that goes into it. But if one of your responsibilities is to talk after a event, then that's what you need to do. And I understand it's not 1920 anymore. And, there's TV and people know these and the social media and the fans know these stars. But the media is important in shaping a narrative of a tournament. People are reading stuff on the way afterwards, stories, creating narratives around these events, make them different than just guys playing a sport. And they need to engage in that. And I think, I just think the treatment of kind of media from those players is getting a little bit like, oh, what the fuck do I care about? That's just bullshit.
Yeah. So I hope that doesn't linger at holding that 22-1 ticket on Colin, because I really, really love his chances. I honestly think he's going to win the Masters.
He should. I mean,
but that did concern me. So
yeah, I get the concern. We'll, I guess, monitor and see how.
Yeah.
He's probably not playing again, is he?
Huh?
He's probably not playing again.
He's not playing in Texas?
I don't think he typically plays either event.
I'll look it up. All right, then we had second place at LIV Singapore, which Brooks came out scorching hot Saturday night. I'll tell you what, if I could have this schedule that we had this week, every couple of weeks, LIV would be fucking perfect, because I had a blast just rolling right from the players into LIV. Like nighttime, give me something to watch. I was in heaven.
It's a great schedule and pretty good event.
Brooks came out scorching hot, 3 straight birdies to open up the round, and Niemann is just incredible.
He's just so good.
Guy just hits it 330 dead center every fucking hole. You're just praying for a mistake, and there's just no mistakes. He has everything.
There wasn't even a glimmer of hope of a mistake.
No, none.
It's just every shot he hit was a good shot. And people can say that LIV, guess what? That's a really good golf course that players like Adam Scott and real golfers have won at, and they've used for really relatively big events.
Sergio,
it's not like it's not a rinky-dink course. That's a real golf course. Yeah, and I mean, people the Niemann. And I get they say the LIV fans don't do him favor by saying he's the best player in the world, whatever. I understand that. But the other side, I think, is wrong too. Like, he is extremely fucking good. Honestly, best player in the world. I know people are going to get crazy about this. I don't know. No one's playing better than him right now. It doesn't mean I think he should be number one player in the world. But if in a match today,
number one's way too far. Way too far.
Right. But if in terms of who's playing the best.
And I don't think Phil really meant that either. I think he was just joking around on Twitter.
I think so too. But I think tomorrow, if we're going to play the aliens in Mars, and you can bring 3 guys with you, he's probably on that fucking spaceship.
Top 5 or 10?
Top 3. If the match
Top
is
3?
tomorrow. If the match is tomorrow.
No.
So who are you bringing?
I'm bringing Scotty and Rory.
You're bringing Scotty right now?
Yeah.
I don't know. You said he has a C game. You gonna fight for the humanity with their C game?
Yeah, I am.
And who's the third?
Scotty. The third. At this very moment?
The game's tomorrow.
I can't say Rahm, because Niemann's beat his ass multiple times.
So who are you gonna say? Colin? Is Colin playing better than Niemann?
Colin.
Yeah, I mean, is he making the 5-footer to save humanity? Probably not.
Is Niemann?
I don't see any reason why not right now.
Because you've seen him in big events. He still has to show us stuff in big events, dude. He still has to show
does.
He can't just win LIV events.
I know, but I believe that he will and can.
I do too. But you can't just. I don't know.
You got to see it first. I know. I get that.
He can't be top. I can't consider him top 3. Top 10, sure.
No, when I'm saying top 3, I mean hottest right now tomorrow. If I could rank players overall, I'd have him at 7.
Okay, fair.
Or 6. This would be my rankings right now. Okay, Rory 1. Scotty, I'll move to 2. I don't know. Can you put Rahm there? I mean, Rahm overall, because this is just not just hottest. This is just the best. Rahm 3.
Yeah, Rahm played good this week.
Rahm 3.
Didn't he play really good on Sunday?
Yep.
Him, Brooks and Niemann were going fucking low.
4, I guess you could give Xander, even though he's not playing well.
You don't have to. This is your list, not everybody else's. I know you don't want to put Xander.
Yeah, but I don't want to dock him too much just for 3 bad starts after injury. But I'll say I'll go Colin. I mean, Colin 4, Ludwig 5, Xander 6, and Niemann 7.
What about Bryson?
8. I mean, I can't put Bryson above Niemann right now.
Above Bryson, man.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about him. I mean, maybe I'm dropping Xander even down because I don't think he's going to be that good this year at all.
He did not look good this weekend. Holy hell.
So I'll go Bryson 6, Niemann 7, Xander 8.
This is a whole nother discussion. But talent-wise, Niemann is one of the most talented golfers in the world. I just watch with my eyes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not like all these other people that are against Niemann, don't watch him. They just see that he won. They don't actually watch the golf shots. If you watch the golf shots that Waco hits, he's one of the most talented golfers in the world. Just watch the golf shots. Don't just see that he won live whatever the fuck it's called each week. Okay. Actually watch him play these golf shots. Okay. He's still 25 and his major performances have actually gotten better by the year. Okay. His best performance was last year, 16th. He also, in the Open, he was like semi-contention. And he made that 7 or 8 on that stupid ass par 3.
Yeah.
And he still finished what? What did he finish at the Open?
I don't know. 22nd?
Yeah, something like that. But it would have been probably his best finish if it wasn't for that one hole. Okay. He knows he has to perform in the majors. I don't know if that's good or bad, but he knows it. He said it. He said it the other night. And I do think he's going to perform in the majors. And if he doesn't, I know we said this last year, I'll say it again, there's something wrong with him mentally.
Yeah.
Skill-wise, he has it all. Like, what can he do?
But I don't think there even is. I don't think there's anything wrong with him mentally. Like, I have such faith in him right now that I think we're going to see him duel with the best players on the PGA Tour.
You don't think he gets... Because a lot of the times when he wins these live events, he storms. Like, the path for him to, like, win a major is kind of to run and hide, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I always thought it was.
Like, don't you get worried when he's in a tight spot? Like, when he beat Sergio in a playoff, I thought he didn't look great.
Right, but he still won.
He did.
He could have made the big mistake, and he didn't. And I think, what guys don't you worry about in that spot? It's just hard.
I don't worry about Brooks. I don't worry about Rahm. I don't worry about Scotty. I don't worry about Bryson.
So those are 4 guys in the world, probably.
I worry about Rory every single time.
I would still worry about Xander. I would still worry about...
last year, I don't know. Xander was pretty unflappable.
He was, but it doesn't mean the next time it happens, I wouldn't have in the back of my head, I don't know if he's closing this out.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think I'm all in on Niemann. I think he's contending, or I think he shows everybody he's a top 5 player in the world, and there's not going to be no debate about it. I think he's coming this year to fuck shit up in the majors, and he's going to do it.
Okay. Niemann's going to be our this year's Bryson.
And I bet it, full bet on Masters, baby.
What's your number?
Some 60, some 50, some 40.
All right. Full disclosure, I bet 60 a month ago. So I would, 40. I think it's a good take.
40 right now, I would fucking hammer. And I did hammer.
Because if you're not, I mean, what top guys are you betting? You're not betting Rory at this point. If you haven't bet Rory already, you can't really bet him anymore. It's too late. You're not betting Scotty.
We bet Colin.
We already bet Colin at 20, 22, whatever.
If you bet Ludwig at 14, you're fucked.
Yep. And, Rahm's slipping. I've seen 16s on Rahm. You can do 16, and then you can bet Niemann.
Yep.
There's nobody else in between 20 and 40 that's better than him.
You know, we've talked about this, like in the past, we've had Bryson at the U.S. Open, how exciting it would be if he's in the mix on a Sunday, and we got that, and it was amazing. If Niemann is battling with Rory or Scotty or one of these guys down the stretch on Sunday at Augusta, My pants will be off.
Yes. What if it's at Quail?
Pants will be off. Any of these 4 majors.
You bet all 4?
Pieces, bits and pieces, not full yet. I'm still kind of.
I'm on 66 at the Open. I bet him and JT at 66. And I did bet Quail 40. I think Quail's a great course for him.
I think the first 2 are his best chances. He still has to get into the U.S. Open. Seems like he will with that.
Yeah,
live
he's going to
spot.
get in based on his 2 wins, right?
And you know what's great about that is if it was right now, since Niemann's already invited to the Open, then Sergio would get the Open invite because he's a top non-exempt player.
Sergio could get an Open invite this week.
He could. So could Puig and some of those other guys. But
there's a good amount of live players playing in that.
Yeah.
20.
And I want to talk a little bit at some point, maybe not yet, about Puig, but I think he's a future star too. He fucking stripes it.
Yeah, another good finish.
He's a good player, man.
Yeah, we're gonna bet him in Miami, right?
Yep.
Okay. LIV St. We done with Niemann?
He's the best.
Couple LIV Singapore. All right, Brooks. You tempted there at all for the Masters?
Yeah. I think, if we have a card constructed with Niemann 40, 50, Colin 22, and if Brooks is 30, 35, I don't think it's a bad bet.
Not at all. Not at all.
His win equity. Yeah. And this is the thing. Maybe he fucks off. Maybe he finishes 50th. Maybe he missed the cut. Sure. But if he's in the mix, you have a guy who can win. You could take a guy. Who else in that 30 to 50 range do you feel that way about?
I'm going to pull up the list right now and I'll tell you.
Cantlay?
Fuck no.
Okay. JT?
Fuck no.
I mean,
Fleetwood. Fuck no. The only guy in that range, if he got in the mix, I can't believe I'm saying this. There's 2 guys, actually. But they're both crazy wild cards, and you know what I'm going to say.
Cam,
45.
Lowry,
Spieth.
Yeah, yep.
Both crazy wild cards, though. Could easily be in the mix and just hit a wayward drive because that's kind of what they do.
But they could also beat the fuck out of everybody.
Exactly.
And I like those. I like both those guys too.
No, I can't say I trust Shane.
We're going to catch a Cam number, and I'm going to bet it.
It's 45 right now.
I'm talking 55, 60.
Oof, man.
And I'm going to bet it.
And then DJ came out hot, 8 under. Looked great that day. Looked pretty solid the second round too. Backed it up with 3 under, and then just didn't have it at all.
Yep. Which isn't surprising. I mean,
yeah, he's still working through stuff, but
and I'll say this:
he still has something there, man.
He does, and I think there's just the misconception that he doesn't give a fuck. He's partying, He is grinding. I know that for a fact.
Yeah,
he's grinding. He's working on it. Yeah, he's been talking about it all along. He's always talking about it. I don't know what. The fact that he's quit or doesn't care anymore or whatever, I don't know where people get that from other than his demeanor and body language, which he's always had forever.
Right. Yeah.
And he's 40. He still has some good years.
I would love for him to get in the mix. And actually, good segue. I want to go over our Ryder Cup stuff every few weeks here on the show. The U.S. team could actually use DJ to get in for.
Oh, they definitely could.
But I was looking at the Ryder Cup teams. Want to start with Euro or the U.S.?
Start with Euro. It's easier.
A lot easier. So the Euro locks. There's Rory, Rahm, Ludwig, Hatton, Lowry, Fleetwood, Straka. Those are 7 locks.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty close to a lock is Bob Mack. Do you agree?
Yeah.
2 wins last year, playing well so far this year.
Yep.
Not going to completely lock him, but close to a lock. That's 8. What about Viktor?
Right now, I don't think you can put him on.
Oh. All right. So that was the 9th guy. And then it gets dicey, which I don't see how Sergio's not on this team.
I think he's on it.
So the next guys are Nikolai and Rasmus.
Yep.
Dietrich, Aaron Rai. And then you got Rose and Fitz, who I don't know. I guess Rose, if you want to be the 12th guy. And then it's Sergio and Puig.
Oh, imagine they took both of them.
They should take Puig.
They should.
But they won't. But they should.
Playing with Rahm or Sergio.
Can they take four LIV guys?
If I was the captain, I would.
They don't really give a fuck, right?
I don't know. I don't know if I trust Luke to do that.
He's like really good friends with Sergio.
Sergio should have been on the team last time.
He's gonna be on the team.
He has to be. If he's not, like that's the reason I don't want to bet Europe yet, because if they leave Sergio off the team, I'm gonna bet US in protest.
I don't know if you are after we go through these. But I don't know. I mean, Dietrich, Nikolai, Rasmus, those guys do anything for you?
No, not really.
Nikolai and Rasmus, kinda. I mean,
I guess, sure. I mean, Nikolai still hasn't done shit. Neither has Rasmus, obviously, on the PGA Tour. He hasn't had many opportunities, but I mean, let's see them play. You're going to Bethpage.
Yeah. You see Fitz broke up with his caddy?
Yeah.
That was kind of weird. Shocking.
It was shocking. When where Foster's gonna go?
I don't know.
He should go to Rory's bag. It'd be a great pairing.
Yeah, I was thinking that. We should go to fucking Vic's bag.
Yeah, I should.
So that's Euro. I don't know if you have any other players that I missed, but
Rye, did you say?
I said Rye. Yeah, Rye's gonna be. I think Rye's gonna be on the team.
I'd put him above the other three guys, Dietrich, Rasmus, and Nikolai right now.
Yeah. So assuming Vic gets his shit together, he's the ninth guy, and then you have 3 spots. I don't know if Rose gonna make it.
I think it seems like the consensus is he probably will, like his last hurrah.
I wouldn't mind Rose as the 12th guy. I mean, he's a guy that, especially in New York.
No, they're gonna say, yeah, Road Ryder Cup. There's a guy who's been there, but yeah, he's going.
You kind of want those vets, Rose and Sergio, at the back end.
Yeah, I mean, what is it? How many times is Rye gonna fucking play?
Yeah.
And do you feel like his chances much better than Rose in a match play situation?
No, Rye's probably gonna play an alternate shot.
Yep.
It's because of his ball striking. Okay, the U.S. Okay, locks. There's only 5 locks I could come up with. Definite locks. Scotty, X, Morikawa, Henley, and Bryson.
Yep.
Henley's a lock. Do you agree with Bryson's a lock?
Yes. I also think Brooks is also a lock.
So that was he was on. Then I have 4 guys that I think are locks, are semi-locks, on the fringe of locks, unless their games go completely shit the rest of the year. JT, Cantlay, Brooks, and Akshay.
I think based on,
I don't think Akshay's a lock, but I think he should be.
Exactly. Based on what they should be, I agree with that. But I don't know if the maybe with Keegan he has a better grasp on it.
Yeah. But I
mean,
he I think JT, Cantlay, and Brooks are there, right?
Yeah. The thing with Brooks is people say to LIV, blah, blah, blah. Guess what? Brooks is in the boys club, if you guys didn't know that.
Yeah, definitely.
Even when he's on LIV, he's in the boys club. He plays with these guys all the time, doesn't wear the fucking LIV hats. He knows exactly what he's doing.
And then after that, after Akshay, it goes severely downhill. We're looking at Keegan.
So what's that give you, 10?
If you count Akshay, that gives you 9.
And count Akshay, Brooks, Henley, JT, and okay.
Cantlay, that's 9.
Yep.
That 9's fine. Good. It's a good 9. The next 3 spots are wide open. You're looking at Keegan, Berger, McNeely, Finau, Clark, Zal, Glover, Spieth. The best option might be Clanton.
I'm taking Tony in New York.
Yep.
If that's me, I'm taking Tony, Spieth.
You're taking Spieth?
Yeah, why not?
Stage?
Yeah, him and JT.
Who are they gonna roll him out with, dude? They can't just keep rolling JT and Spieth out, man. That team sucks.
Spieth and Scotty.
No.
He's with Henley. All right. List them again. I'm not taking McNeil or any of those other fucking guys. I'll tell you that much.
Keegan?
No.
He'd have to make it. Berger?
No.
Clark?
No.
Zal?
Yeah, that's the third. I'm taking Zal, Tony, and Spieth. If it was tomorrow.
I don't know how you take.
I don't mind that team with those three guys.
What about Glover?
Nah,
Too old.
Yeah.
I think you got to take Clanton. Get him some experience.
I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea, but I just don't think it's possible.
Yeah, I know.
You know how many guys would get fucking pissed?
I know.
Unless he wins a couple of things, then that changes it.
Right. Yeah. So that fuck Kyle Porter puts up the poll. Who was it?
Akshay.
Who's more likely to make the Ryder Cup team? Akshay, Ricky Fowler, Max Homa. Who was the last guy?
Michael Kim.
These guys aren't even on the fucking top 20 consideration.
That was the dumbest tweet ever. And I had to say one great young player. I mean, who I didn't say this, but we're saying it, who's obviously going to be there. He's a top 9 option out of the 12. And then 3 guys who have no fucking chance. Keep Cole, man.
Max Homa is grinding his dick off, apparently. He finishes dead fucking last every fucking week.
He sucks.
Yeah. Fucking, who's the other guy?
Michael Kim.
Ricky. Look what happened when they took Ricky last time. He was an abomination.
Ricky should
got fucking 82 over the weekend.
I don't see any reason why Ricky would be considered. And the Michael Kim thing, yeah, he had a hot stretch. I cannot believe this fucking nerd who responded to my tweet saying, well, Michael Kim actually is 16th on the standings, and what he's done the last month is unprecedented. Unprecedented for a guy to get 11th, 15th, 6th, and 4th? That's unprecedented in a row? I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. You said, yeah, for a guy to go this many strokes gained per round, I don't give a fuck about that shit. And not to mention, he's not they said a tour grinder. He ain't a fucking tour grinder, Michael Kim. Michael Kim was a collegiate player of the year, the best player in the best amateur player in the world when he came out, won early, and then lost it like a lot of guys do, and he's coming back. He's a grinder now, but like pedigree wise, he's not some like, you know,
he's definitely not a grinder. He didn't do shit. He just didn't make cuts for fucking 5 years. I wouldn't call that grinding. I call that sucking.
Yeah, he was sucking. And yeah, he's a hot stretch. Is there and him saying, well, there actually is a chance because he's 16th, and if he keeps his form up and he wins, blah, blah. No, shut the fuck up. He's a 0 chance. 0. You want oh, I'm not gonna bet on that. Okay, I'll bet you your fucking life savings, all fucking $15, putty. That there's a 0%, 0.0. That's the chance that Michael Kim has to make the Ryder Cup team. 0.0.
Yeah. You don't think McNeely has a chance, huh?
If he wins something, he probably has a chance. And I'm sure he now, based on points and all this other shit, I think right now he's in the top 6.
No, he's not.
There was a guy 6th who was like kind of like a random guy.
Yeah, Spawn.
Oh, it might have been before. That might have been before. I think McNeely was 6.
Spawn is actually 6 at the moment.
Well, statistically, Spawn has a chance to be there. Well, guess what? He's not going to be there. Shut the fuck up.
What if he won the Players? Was he going to be there? I didn't even think of that.
No, but I wish it would have been so funny.
Wow. Glover's 9th. Yeah, McNeely's 8th.
I think he was 6th before. Who's 7th?
Cantlay.
That's an unlikable team. That's why you got to bring Brooks. And I don't think DJ. I mean, I think Zal's going to get himself in form for it.
Yeah.
And that would be a great thing for them.
It would. He's 31st.
So who's that leave?
Huh?
Who's that leave off from the President's Cup team? Keegan,
Brian Harmon, Max Homa, Sahith.
Oh my goodness.
Burns. All these guys suck now.
But that's 5. You can't use the LIV guys in that situation. So you're replacing them with Bryson Brooks.
Yeah.
And then who knows? DJ.
JT, he wasn't there.
If DJ gets in the mix of the major, does he have a case?
In the mix? I don't think in the mix.
Guess that's a win.
He'd probably have to get in the mix in a couple or win one. Well, he wins one, he's in it. I don't know if he can win one, but he'd probably have to get in the mix in a couple and definitely win a LIV event, I think.
This is what US. If I was a captain of the USA team, I'm bringing DJ. You get the testosterone in the room.
If DJ is DJ, you can't just bring DJ from like last month.
Well, you know what? Guess what? When you were fucking up Europe and President's Cup and all this shit, for the most part, I know they didn't win in France. It's because you had DJ and Brooks as the leaders in the room. If the leaders in the room are JT and Cantlay, you're fucked. And that's what they're learning right now. You can't just have these betas as your best players. Those are the best players right now. I say Scotty all you want. Guess what? He sucked in the last Ryder Cup. Or sorry, in the President's Cup.
Scotty's got to be the leader of the team, though.
Nah, DJ and Brooks, man.
Nah, Scotty has to be the leader of the team. That's their problem. He has to be the leader of the team. He's so much better than everybody. You can't just be that much better than everybody and just be like a guy. You have to be the man.
You don't choose leaders. Leaders choose themselves.
It's true. It's true. But I do think Scotty gives a shit. I can see him being a leader there, no?
I don't know. Does he have a presence that does he command the room when he walks in with his presence? Maybe he does.
I think a lot of people respect his golf game.
Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely. But I don't know, guy with 5 majors, man. It was a big fucking swinging thing between his legs.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, all these guys have the same amount of majors as Scotty.
Yeah,
or more. Colin, Bryson, X, they all have 2. Spieth has
to
one.
be that true
JT
alpha,
has 2.
Yeah, to be that big guy in the room, to be that alpha, I think Scotty needs more.
The leader of the team has 0 majors.
Who, JT?
Cantlay.
Cantlay, yeah. JT is too, but obviously
he's the leader of the team. Guy only makes putts in the Ryder Cup.
He's the only one who showed a stack in the Ryder Cup. He's the only one who fucking made big putts.
It's true. It's the only time he does make putts. Anyways, we've gone an hour. Are you ready to get into the Valspar?
No, this is going to be something else we can talk about.
Fuck the tour.
Okay, before we transition to the Valspar, I got to show you the shirt. The St. Patrick's Day one here actually was an accident, but it's green and it's St. Patrick's Day. This is the palm tree green. Oh, it's a beautiful one. Fits very, very nicely. Let's go, Matt 15. If we hit a winner this week, we got to get a couple more shirts, but really, really like this one. I don't think it shows on camera how nice it is. It's one of my favorite ones, and I'm not even a green guy. So definitely, if you're building up a cart for after we hit a winner this week, throw this one in there.
Yeah, let's go, guys. I actually got to pick out my shirts for you. I'm going on my golf trip in almost a week. But yeah, as soon as we hit a winner, I'll buy some shirts. I just don't know when that's going to be. So
might be never. All right, Valspar picks. Here we go. All right, do you want a little see a preview here? We got the Innisbrook Resort, Copperhead. You get the famous Snake Pit, which is a tough little stretch of holes. Tough course, long iron course. Rough is penal. Greens can be fast, and we're looking at some weather and wind this week too. So usually one of my favorite events on the schedule. The last 3 or 4 trips here, though, have kind of sucked. One, because Burns kind of went scorching low and 17 under, which ruined it a little bit. And then the other time,
was that the second Burns one?
the first, both of them were 17.
All right, Burns beat us with when we were on Keegan that year. One of the years.
Yep. Keegan just hit it right in the water, nowhere close to the green. Mr. Captain America clutch guy. And
losing Ryder Cup teams.
So we had those two that Burns ruined, and then we had the one Malnati ruined by cheating and just dropping it from the bad lie in the rough to on the green. So the last few have been the best, and then you had
I got on Cam Young last year though. Malnati did fuck me there. Cam Young should have won.
And the other year Moore won, which is, not the best one either for me. So I just think it is a great event. It's a chance to be great, but you just get some weird stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot of hitting a lot of drivers because it's kind of like positional.
Yep.
But then once you're in the fairway, like it's a lot of long irons.
Yeah. Long second shots. Yep.
So you're definitely not looking to overpower. You're looking for ball strikers.
I mean, case in point here, Paul Casey never wins anything, and he's won this twice.
Yeah.
So that fairway green 2-putt, it's kind of what you got to do here.
And there's a lot of crossover between here and Colonial, right?
Yep. Colonial.
And
the three that I saw, YLI, Colonial, and Travelers were the three biggest comps, but I think Colonial's the biggest one.
Yeah, and I think there is some deer stuff too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And think back, what was the one Tiger and Reed were involved? Was that Casey's first or win or second?
That was Casey's first when he came back, and he posted early.
Yeah. And then Tiger and Reed. I remember Reed hit one up the hill and it came back down to his feet.
Yep. He would have been in the playoff.
And then Tiger was in a group.
Snedeker was in that?
Snedeker, yeah.
Tiger was playing that event.
That's what he should be doing.
I know.
Fairway green.
Why isn't he playing these? Never mind.
Well, now he's dead, but
now he's dead. Yeah.
So really cool event, difficult scoring. And now I think one thing that to monitor, and we're going to be talking about now in terms of our bets, is the strong AM PM wave right now that looks like it's shaping up with, give us a little weather forecast here.
All right. Yeah. So as of right now, this could all shift. It's looking like a pretty significant AM PM draw. Thursday AM. Winds don't really pick up till about 11 o'clock. You're looking at 20 mile per hour winds, 11 o'clock on with 30 mile per hour up to 30 gusts from 11 o'clock on Thursday. And then Friday morning, it's looking a little windy. And then the afternoon, it dies down. But I mean, I feel like that could all shift too. So kind of playing my picks by ear here, watching the forecast.
And we need tee times.
Exactly.
Like you said, if that moves 12 hours up, then all of a sudden it's flipped.
Yeah, exactly. So we won't get tee times until obviously Tuesday, midday. And then you got to wait till almost Wednesday.
I don't know if I can do that.
Why? Why?
Wait until Tuesday is hard enough.
Why can't nobody's gonna get steamed here, man? There's two guys. There's two or three guys that could get steamed.
Glover's already gotten steamed.
Oh, I forgot about him.
He's 60 down to 40.
I already considered him steamed.
Okay, so you mean additional steam?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah. Although I will say this. I can see the tee times coming out and people thinking the same thing we are, and all of a sudden the AM guys get steamed.
Betting wise?
I don't know. I don't know anything anymore, but I know it's going to be tough to wait till Wednesday to make the bets. I think by Tuesday night we should have a better idea, right?
Yeah, but why can't you just wait? Why do you need to just post it? Just wait.
Because I just want to bet.
Yeah, we need a winner.
All right.
Isn't it more important to be right than to be fucking first?
That's what people say. Yeah, I guess. So let's just monitor it. But I mean, could there be a situation where it really rears its head on, by tomorrow and we know like one side is fucked or no?
Yeah, I think so. If this pushes out, if it pushes back instead of forward, then you're definitely looking at a AM, PM.
But not if it pushes forward a certain amount.
Right.
And what does the weekend look like?
Weekend looks fine. Nothing. Very little, 5 to 10.
Okay. But hopefully by then it's baked out and firm.
Yeah. No rain, so it's not going to be like a situation Sunday. We got the delay. No rain. So yeah, I definitely going to be baked out.
Can I add this? Why the fuck? I'm so sick of them watering the greens when they're too firm.
Oh, and after they water them before Saturday's round?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why it was tough, but it wasn't much of a bloodbath that it could have been. And I know the reason why is because when the greens are firm and it's windy, there's no way to keep the balls from going off the green after they're still.
Yeah.
So hopefully if there's no wind, like you said, on the weekend, but it's firm, that should probably prevent them from doing it.
How do you like Sawgrass as a course?
I think there are good things and bad things about it.
Yeah, it's a great TV course.
Yeah, it's a good TV course. I think there's some risk reward aspects of it that are good. 17 is a good hole down the stretch. You gotta love it.
Oh, it's a perfect hole down the stretch. I wouldn't call it the greatest hole, but perfect hole.
Yeah, for the TV. For TV, that's made. Yeah. It's made for TV, and obviously the pros like it because this course was designed to be like the PGA Tour Pinnacle course. It wasn't designed for the public,
right? So
everything just flows really naturally. The walks, the different holes, and so all that is really good. What don't you like about it?
Just it's kind of a clown course overall. Like those moguls.
Yeah.
Why are they fucking moguls there? Why did Davis Love put moguls there?
Well, Kim was talking about it. I like the moguls because it's more. How many tour events you go to the rough and it's like, all right, you get 120 from the rough. But now if you have either ball below your feet or ball above your feet, that changes the shot and makes it more difficult.
Yeah. I do like the par fives.
Yep.
Well, I don't love 16, but I like 9. I think that's a great par 5.
I think
what?
Some of them are too hard to get to.
9's wicked hard, but that's what makes a good par 5 good.
But you need some people to be able to reach it.
Well, some people did.
Yeah, that's why it's good. But I don't like the ones when nobody can reach. And then what's the point? It just turns into everyone has the same 100-yard wedge shot.
Yeah, I don't really like 2. I like 11. Sorta.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah,
16 is just too easy.
I think they need a better drivable par 4.
You didn't like 12?
Not really.
They don't always make it drivable. They should make it drivable more.
Yeah,
because that green slopes to the water.
Right. I think they should make it drivable more. It didn't really seem like anyone was really driving the green.
No, they tried on Saturday.
Most guys didn't.
Yeah. All right. So back to Valspar. There's 5 par 3s here, right?
Yeah, 5 par 3s.
Yeah.
They're all tough too.
Yep.
So that's why
looking at stat wise.
Longer irons are really important. I looked at strokes gained off the tee when less than driver holes that are difficult.
Okay. That's a good one. What do we got for our list there?
Let's see. We got all right. So strokes gained total off the tee. So less than driver and difficult. We got what the fuck? Is the right thing? Oh no, that's right. It's the wrong one. I'll keep talking there, but so we got approach, good drives gained. You can't really spray it here. Ball striking. I double dipped into ball striking as well as approach because I didn't do really off the tee besides this one. All right, so strokes gained off the tee, and I did bogey avoidance, green and reg percentage. That's been the highest indicated green and reg percentage.
Green and reg. That makes sense.
So I'll give you all of them. Off the tee, less than driver. Number 1 is Charlie Hoffman. 2 is Adam Scott. John Vegas. Hovland 4. Keith Mitchell 5. Then you got Lowry, Damon, Hardy, Stevens, Campos, Straka. Connors is number 15. Basically it. Do you want to see the other ones? Good drive percentage.
Yep.
Good drive percentage. We got Garnett, Shipley, Hayden Buckley, Kanaya, and Ben Coles. Not very telling over there. Bogey avoidance. This one I thought was interesting. You got Mike Kim, Garnett, Paul Peterson, Joey Bramlett, Alex Smalley. Fleetwood was 9. Any more notables? Vic Perez was 11. Straka 15. And then green and reg percentage, which again has been the highest indicator of the winner. Really weird one here because they have guys like, one thing I love about these data is like some people are getting around from the Puerto Rico Open.
Yeah.
So, but it's Blades Brown, Shipley, Fisk, Vinnie Norman, all guys who play the fucking Puerto Rico Open. But so look at more notables who are doing it well. Clanton's 12, Zal is 20, Straka is 21, Fleetwood is 28. So those are kind of the guys.
Fantasy National, last 24 rounds, greens and reg. Sepp, Tommy, Putnam, Fisk, Vin Norman, Big Tits, Rico, Tom Kim, Zal, Shipley, JT is 11.
Okay. I'll give you overall model here.
Sure.
All right, let's see.
Are all the par 3s 200 plus?
I think so. Do you have the scorecard up there in Fantasy National?
I don't get it.
Model is Sepp 1, Tommy 2, Shane 3, Hovland 4, Zal 5, Bramlett, Gim, JT, Hoey, and Joel Damon. Charlie Hoffman 11. Mitchell Glover is 20. Adam Scott is 22.
What did you have, Tommy?
Tommy was 2.
Okay, so the par 3s, you got the 4th hole, 195. The 8th hole, 235. 13th hole, 200. 15th hole, 215. 17th hole, 215.
Can you give me proximity 200 to 215 or 200 to 225?
Yeah. 200 to 225. Is that what you want?
Yeah.
All right. Putnam.
Yeah.
Aldrich. Puck eater.
Yeah.
X. Seamus Power. John Pack. This is last 24. Nikolai. Ben Griffin. That Twerp. Brian Campbell. Sam Ryder. Chan Kim. Top 10.
Jeez.
Anybody you want?
Give me some big name notables.
Jesus Christ. Vic, 44th. Sam Burns, 40th. Mike Kim, 47th. Clanton, 51st. Zal,
Tommy
55. Connors, 67th. Sepp, 78th.
There's got to be something to this. There's a reason why.
Fleetwood, 97th. Let's go to last 12 rounds.
Yeah.
Power, Roy, Puck Eater, Valimaki, Ben Griffin, Nikolai, Fisk, Pack, Akshay, who's no longer there. Yeah, no,
all right.
None of the big guys fall in.
All right, so we're looking at long iron guys. Casey, obviously, that's what he does really, really well.
Yep.
Tough course guy, grinders, guys who can scramble for pars.
Isn't that what Taylor Moore does well too? All those things. He doesn't really hit wedges well. He hits long irons, driver, around the green.
Let me give you some more information about the course. I like the course database. It tells you like what parts of the course are hard and easy. So, all right, there's 6 water danger holes. Scoring conditions are difficult. Stimp meter is 12, average speed. Average green size, average rough length. Off the tee club is less than driver. Off the tee is very difficult. The rough penalty is low. Missed fairway penalty is average. Approach is difficult. GIR is difficult. Around the green is easy. Scrambling from the short grass is easy. From the rough is average. Stroke gain putting is average. 3-putt avoidance is easy. Par 3 scoring is difficult. I want to look at something real quick. Let's look at strokes gain on when par 3 scoring is difficult.
This all just has Colonial written all over it, man.
It does. All right, let's see. Difficult par 3 scoring, and then we'll look at par 3 scoring in that with that filter turned on. And by the way, if you want to do the rabbit hole stuff, you can use my code. People have been asking recently. MATTVIN, MATTVIN. That's 25% off on BetSperts. All right, so par 3 scoring. Where is it? Game putting. Par 3 scoring difficult. Okay. So I'm going to set the settings to par 3 scoring difficult, and then I'm going to look at par 3 scoring and see who does the best on par 3 scoring when it's difficult. I think this might tell us something here. Unless it highlights guys I don't like, and I'll ignore it. All right. We got, yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. Par 3 average on difficult par 3s. Vince Whaley, number 1. Kitayama, 2. Thor Bjornsson, 3. Actually, you know what? I got to change the because they haven't played that many of them. I got to make it a bigger sample size. So, okay, let's go. Last 36. Last 36. Par 3 efficiency on difficult par 3s. This might not be great listening here, but it needs to be done. All right. Fisk 1, Whaley 2, Campbell, Xander 5, Corey Connor 6, which makes sense in my head. Griffin, Martin, Ryan Fox, Will Zalatoris, Nikolai Hojgaard, Garnett, Straka, Suber on. Just see if anyone who's really bad. Hoffman 22, Lowry 29, Perez 30. Any good players bad? Fleetwood 55, Hovland 69.
I don't understand how Fleetwood's so bad.
I don't either. Seems like it's in his wheelhouse. But yeah, that's what we got.
Difficult par 5s too. Is the snake pit gonna play harder than the bear trap?
I mean, bear trap's been a joke lately, and snake pit I don't remember, but I remember one year being like, "Oh, this sucks too." It was probably the year Burns with 17.
But now it's back.
You think?
It seems like it.
Well, yeah, then it has to be better because the bear trap sucks. So,
okay, fair. All right. Anything else on the course?
no.
Decent breakdown there. So I'm looking at Colonial guys,
Yep.
right? That are coming in with good iron play.
Yeah.
Long iron play, not wedge play, iron play. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Is there a way? I saw some trends earlier. I think I sent you. Not really huge trends, but I think they said this kind of trends of guys who played last week. They have a top 10 ranking in strokes gained approach the last 2 months. We can give you that right now.
Sure.
I can do that. So last 2 months, best the top in strokes gained. Played in either of the last 2 PG Tour events in Florida. Top 10 ranking in strokes gained off the tee in the last 2 months. So they're top 10 in both approach and off the tee in the last 2 months. I'm sure there's only some guys who can do that. So let's go last 2 months. I can filter 2 months exactly on here. All rounds. Strokes gained. We're grinding here, bud.
So bad we need a winner.
So the last 2 months, strokes gained. Okay. Strokes gained approach in the last 2 months. We need the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
We got Norlander, Lowry, Straka, Kim, Fleetwood, JT, Joel Damon, Tom Kim, Viktor Hovland, Grayson Sigg, Nikolai, and Kevin Yu. That's the top 12. Zal is 14, Suber 13.
All right, so I got Norlander, Lowry, Straka, Gim, Fleetwood, Damon, JT, Hovland, Sig, Nikolai,
Tom Kim, and Kevin Yu.
Okay.
All right, now see off the tee in the last 2 months.
Now, off the tee really matter though? You're not hitting driver that much.
No, I don't think it does, but I think the trends say that all those players, the last so many winners fit that.
Yeah.
Where
the hell was Malnati in all these fittings? There's no way he was up there.
Yeah, good point. All right. I'll give it to you anyway. You got Hoey, Mitchell, Walker, Taylor Moore, Stephen Fisk, Luke List. Stephen Fisk keeps popping up. Paul Eater, Smalley, Norman, Stevens, Ben On, and Corey Connors is 12.
Nobody is on both.
Nobody's on both.
I'm going to lean the approach trend more than off the tee trend.
Yep.
I mean, just looking at it, you got 5 shots that are going to be 200 yards just off par threes.
Yeah, you got to be dialed in with those approaches. See if we can go.
So you're already taking driver because there's usually 4 par threes. You're already taking driver out of one hole. So usually 14 times you're hitting driver or less, driver 3 wood, whatever. So you're adding the additional par 3. You'll hit driver on the par 5s, the 3 par 5s, right? Then maybe driver a couple other holes. That's it. You're probably hitting 5 drivers.
Yeah, I know you're not hitting driver very often.
That leaves 8 shots non-driver off the tee per round.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What else? Anything else before I jump in?
That's it. Hold on, real quick. Fairway proximity from 175. I mean, 200 plus from the fairway. Last 2 months. Bramlett, Shank. Shank was a Colonial guy. Olesen.
You almost won this.
Almost won this, yeah. Woodland, Norgard, Van Rooyen, Walker, Schmid, Hovland. And again, there's just 2 months. So Hovland pops in some of these things. Fox, Glover. Yeah.
How do you feel about this week?
Not too good.
No?
I mean, I thought going into it I was going to feel great. I just think my confidence is low at the moment.
Yeah. I love a guy. He's not going to fit any of these stats. So, okay, we'll get into odds. But I think we're taking the right approach. You're looking at Colonial guys.
Yep, and we're looking at tee times.
So many crossovers between here and Colonial. Just looking at all the winners.
Crazy amount.
The guys that have played well, like Kokrak both times, Spieth both times. Who else? Who else was there? We were talking about it last night. Who was it?
There's a million of them.
Who were the other winners? Charles, Hadwin.
Yep. That's so random too. Like, why is Hadwin good at Valspar and Colonial? He's a Canadian.
Right. And I mean, Casey was good at Colonial, I believe. Yeah. Oh, Burns. Burns is the big one. Burns won fucking both twice, didn't he?
Yeah, won both twice.
I don't know if he won Colonial twice, but he won Colonial once and this twice.
Beat Scotty in a playoff, right?
Burns. I'm like, I'm forgetting somebody. There's a huge one. Burns.
Yeah.
Yeah, this plays like a Texas course. So, okay. Odds. You got 3 favorites or tri favorites. You got JT, Xander, and Tommy. All 14-1. Xander, good history. JT, good history. Tommy, good history. Wouldn't say Xander's playing his best.
No.
I've seen him drift already. The other two are staying strong.
Can you believe Tommy and JT? I mean, I believe JT. I cannot believe Tommy's 14.
What number did you want to bet Tommy at?
18, 20?
If he was 18, would it have been an auto bet for you?
I wouldn't say auto bet. I mean, I struggle. I mean, I know a lot of people struggle with it, and I disagree with a lot of it. People saying he can't ever win. I struggle him in the teens, man.
It does struggle in the teens, but this is a course
perfect course for him.
Yeah, he's played it twice. 16th first time, third in 2023. I don't know why he didn't play it last year. That was a mistake on his part. He probably would have won, especially when Malnati wins. I mean, you tell me Tommy couldn't win that last year.
A windy, high-scoring grinder fest.
Yeah,
Florida.
The score's going to be -12. This is like Tommy Fleetwood to a fucking T.
Yeah, it's perfect for him.
Okay. Obviously, we can't even consider any of these three until there's some tee times. And I don't even want to consider any of these three. Xander's a mess. JT is a threat. JT and Tommy are serious threats. Serious threats.
Do we want to leave room open and hope they get the bad tee time and get them on Saturday morning?
Possibly, yeah. We were on JT last year, remember? He was in like the second to last group on Saturday. Flubbed a couple chips. He finished 64th. I think he made like a quad or something.
Oh, Jesus.
But that just shows something always happens with the guy. Give me your JT thoughts.
I mean, I think he can win, but hey, it's been a while. And I don't know if, I mean, he's playing great. He's hitting the ball great.
He shot 68, 69 first two rounds. Shoots a 79 on Saturday. How is that possible?
And I'm sure on Friday night we felt pretty fucking confident.
79. The leader was Chandler Phillips and Mac Hughes, both 68, 68. So he was one back going into Saturday. One back.
I have a good idea of how I want to construct this card for sure. Yeah, I mean, what's more to say about JT? Should he be able to win? Absolutely. Is one of the best players in the world. Talent-wise, 100%. Is he hitting the ball really, really well right now? Is he in good form? Yes, he's in great form. There's something wrong. Does that mean it won't change this week? I don't know. I don't know. How do we know?
I don't know. Fuck. Wow.
Yeah, should be fucking great. Should be fucking great.
He made 23 feet of putts in that round 3.
Jesus.
23 feet.
That's like a foot per hole.
18 holes. His longest putt made that day. I want to take a guess. Holy shit.
3 feet.
Less.
Jesus. 2?
2.9. 2.9 was his longest fucking. This guy's a fucking joke. Can't bet him. You can't bet him at 14, but he's a threat. And you can't bet Tommy at 14, but he's a threat, man. I don't know.
So Tommy's going to win when no one can bet him.
Can he drift at all or no? Is he staying strong at 14?
I don't fucking know anything about anything.
See, we said this about JT, not JT, Ricky at the Rocket.
What was he, 18 though?
15.
Yeah, I don't care that he won. It was a fucking shit bet. Right?
I think. I don't know. He beat us. We had one.
Add it to the list.
So we're just ignoring these three.
And what else can we do? What's the other option?
I don't know. Bet them.
One of them?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we're ignoring Xander. So the question is JT and Tommy.
Who do you like better of the two?
I don't fucking know, man.
Tommy's done
JT.
nothing wrong, man. He just hasn't gotten in contention. You can't lump Tommy into JT. JT's a cockbag.
But isn't Tommy also a cockbag? Isn't what he's doing just a cockbag in a different way?
No, Tommy's just playing well. Just hasn't gotten to it yet.
Want to know why? Because he fucking dies, putts in at the hole.
Yeah, he can't make. Yeah, I guess they're both cockbacks.
He's not putting aggressively at all.
Tommy hasn't really hurt us. We don't always go to Tommy. We go to JT like more than anything in the world.
Because we have faith he can win because he's won 15 times.
Yeah.
But I think I think Tommy is a higher floor and JT has a better chance to win the event.
Yeah, true.
Like Tommy's gonna come in the top 10. Why don't we just put fucking 10 grand on Tommy top 10? Doesn't have to win.
What's Tommy top 10? 2-1?
Probably. Let me check it out. Like that way, if he wins, we don't have to kill ourselves.
Top 10. No. Terrible. Plus 135.
Jeez.
He has the worst top 10 odds of the three. Tommy top 20, if he gets a good tee time, is the biggest lock of the century.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's the three favorites. Yeah, you just can't bet the three favorites. It is what it is.
So I mean, maybe look at it live. I don't plan on getting incredibly.
Well, how do you want? You said you know how you want to construct it. How are you going to construct it?
I want to construct it with 2-3 guys from the 25 to 30 range, a couple of long shots that I really like, and then be at about 10x, and then have the option to where if we're in a great position, lay back. If we're in a position where our guys may not be in it, look for a Tommy or JT live bet at 20 or better.
Okay. Like it.
But now we can narrow down the guys. We need to pick. I think there's 10 or so guys we can pick and then decide based on tee times which we go to.
All right, I'm going to give you the 20 range. 22 Sepp, 22 Burns, 25 Willie Z, Corey Connors 25, Shane Lowry 25. See, those are the only guys in the 20s, those 5 guys.
All right, so there's 2 guys here. I like one a little better than you, and I think you like one a little better than me, but I'm open to betting both or either of them if they get the preferential tee time.
All right, we'll hit 5 of them. Sam Burns completely out. Guy can't hit a fucking iron to save his life.
Nope.
Won this event twice. He's gone. Sepp. What are your thoughts on Sepp?
I like him. I think he's a great course fit. I think maybe too much too soon with the winning. He was grinded a bit last week. I just think 22 is not a number I want to bet Sepp at. We bet him at 655 last week.
Yeah. Great.
Could he win? Yeah, sure.
I think you're in the same boat with Shane, 25.
I think he's legitimately have played too many weeks in a row. I think he said it, to be honest with you. I think he said he's getting tired. I mean, he's not a guy you want to bet on the 6th week of a 6-week stretch.
And I'm kind of surprised he's playing.
Me too. I think he knows where his bread is buttered and his best chances are here.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't play much in Cali.
Okay, so that leaves us Willie Z and Connors. 25.
I like both. I like both a lot. Not a lot. I like both. I like Connors better. I think we talked about this. Paul Casey. I mean, Corey Connors is Paul Casey.
He is.
I think in every way. I don't even see any real differences.
I mean, Connors' eyes are fucked up.
Yeah.
He's a little taller than Casey, but game-wise, yeah, they're the same.
Fairway green 2-putt. Fairway green 2-putt. That's Connors right up his alley. I like that Connors hasn't played too many events in a row, I don't think. I think this will only be his 3rd. And you're looking for guys who had a good start in Florida. Doesn't have to be players. In fact, I think it doesn't matter at all if it was the players, but Honda or API, I want to see a good start in one of those 2 events.
All right. I like Connors a lot too. I just does he make the putts to win?
1 in Texas.
Against a shittier field, right?
So add this to him. I listened to an interview with him today. I was I'm grinding, man. I'm grinding. I was looking for interviews of fucking the most random motherfuckers out there. Okay. Most of them don't exist, so I'll give you that. But Connors did an interview yesterday after his round. He's really happy. he said he's gained strokes putting in 3 straight events, and he's put a new putter in the bag right before that, and he said he loves it. And he gained a bunch of strokes putting. Can you give me his putting numbers in the last 3?
Yep. Genesis 3.1, Arnold Palmer 2.8, Players 3.
And that lines up before the Genesis. He put a new putter in the bag.
Wow.
And I watched him. Yeah, I watched him last week, and he made some good, nice putts. The putts that he usually doesn't make that I thought he was going to miss, he made.
I got on him live Saturday morning at 300 to 1 just because he was going out wicked early. I put money on like 4 guys at 300 to 1 that all I could think get in the mix, and he got in the mix with a 66 on Saturday.
He was making putts,
making those 8-footers, 10 footers.
And I had him in a matchup yesterday against Smalley, which, in my opinion, was like, this is the best matchup ever. I wish I could put $1 million on it. I just didn't think it was losing. It was like minus 160. It was like, I don't give a fuck. It was minus 500. He ain't losing this matchup. Smalley gained 8 strokes around the green on Saturday and sucked everywhere else. And I was like, all right, here we go. He's going to take it because he was up 1 or 2 the whole day. And I was like, he's a 5-6 footer. He's going to fucking miss this and fuck me. He made every single one of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Now that I think of it, I didn't realize the putting was that. I didn't even notice the putting being that good. I was more looking at the ball striking, and I just was comparing him and Willie Z round by round. If you take Saturday's round out of Willie Z, like he had 3 straight rounds of gaining 3+ on approach, which is crazy. Sunday, Arnold Palmer 3.2. Thursday and Friday 3.4, 3.5. And then until 14 on Saturday,
he got to beat.
He was the guy, right? Like he was striping it. He was striping it. Like I just watched with my eyes. I'm like, this guy, he looks a little more confident with a putter too.
Yeah, besides after he already was mentally out of it.
Yeah, when he made that quad, I mean, that's a fucking jolt. He was tied for the lead, right?
Yeah. And you know what? He's a Texas guy, plays out of Texas. Loves in -9, -10, -11.
It's his score to a T.
For both of these guys, look at the last 6 events. I'm just guessing, but I would feel confident about this. Look at the last 6 events that have been a winning score harder than 12 under. I bet Corey Connors is in the top 10 of 5 of them.
Yeah.
U.S. Open.
Yeah.
This Players. Whatever else recently, I think that was a hard event. API.
Yep.
All these hard events, he's there.
Let's see. Genesis, that's when he started to play well again, which was hard. Yeah. Was the Canadian Open hard?
Click on the thing.
16 under. Not easy.
Not easy, no.
St. Jude, typically hard. He's got a 6th there. 1 in Texas. What's he done at Charles Schwab? Good Charles Schwab. 8th, 31st, 19th, 20th. I mean, good. Not great, but good.
Yep.
Fox on approach there.
He's just a long iron guy. There's no reason we can't just take both of them.
I know. Who do you trust more to win?
We don't have to pick, right? I mean,
no, we can bet both of them. We can definitely.
I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but I think trust more to win. I trust Connors because my only concern right here is Zal.
I trust fucking Zal, man.
It's been a while though, man. And I don't know you don't know what goes on mentally in that 2-year span where you're playing like shit.
I know, but I feel like he's lost a lot of shit with the driver, and this is a good spot.
It is a good spot. He doesn't need the driver.
Huh?
Well, Cam Young never played here either.
He didn't?
And then he finished 2nd last year.
Wow. That's true. Theegala had never played here either, and he finished 7th his first time. Hovland never played here, finished 3rd.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Yeah, good one. Spieth had to have won it his first time playing it. Nope, he played it the year before, finished 20th.
And you see a lot of guys like miscut, 8th, 64th, win. Like, I don't think course history is that important. You just got to be hitting it well. Fuck,
Yeah,
I love this card now.
These two are the guys.
I'm
Dude,
betting
just
them tonight.
go round by round with Zal. Like, since like his approach every round is great. Besides that Saturday, and that Saturday is skewed because of those 2 holes.
Yeah.
And then didn't he go in the water on 17 too that day?
Yeah, I think so.
I think he
And
lost
missed
9
it.
shots from 14 to 18.
And he came back on Sunday and shot 1 under, which is good.
1 under, yeah. And Zal obviously he's a Dallas guy.
Yep.
Lives in Dallas. I love the scoring for Zal here.
He can play in the wind. I mean, for sure.
Okay, so we got to hold off though on those tee times, right?
Yeah, but I'm really horny. You're edging me.
Be patient, dude. Be patient.
All right.
And the other guy, we already talked about the other. Okay, 30 plus. Got Tom Kim, who fucked on approach all week.
Yep.
30. And the only other guy in the 30s is 35 on Spieth. I love Spieth. Love him. Since he's come back this year, he's played well twice, right? On his courses.
Yeah. Yep.
Let me see. Do I have him up? Hold on.
This is definitely one of his courses.
Okay. He won here, and he has a third. He was third here in 2023. He hadn't played it in a while. He finished third. Just kind of seeing good things. He's doing good things. It's not bad. Like, he's driving the piss out of the ball. You take that triple on 17 on Friday, I think, at the Honda, and he might have won that tournament.
Yep.
He finished 9th. But you take that triple out of it. I mean,
we're looking for Texas guys, which he is looking for guys who've played well in one of the 2, at least Florida stops. He did that. And even the players in API, he's shown flashes on courses when he normally would never.
So, yeah, I mean, playing the comps, you got Colonial, plays it great every year. And then John Deere obviously won it, played it, has a couple other good finishes there.
Won it twice.
Yeah. His other course that he played well this year was Waste. I don't know, man. I rarely bet Spieth, but when I do, I usually have a feel that he plays well when I bet him.
I love it too.
I bet Spieth.
Not often.
And I don't know. Stats aren't going to tell you anything with Spieth, especially after last week. Players, he always sucks. I'm not concerned about what happened at the Players. More it was what I saw at Honda.
We were more worried about him playing well at the Players to get a bad number.
Yeah, I was hoping he missed the cut. Instead, he shot fucking 78.
Too, I love this card.
Yeah, I'm on Spieth. It's gonna be a ride. It's definitely gonna be a ride.
He's the wild card. We're gonna get guys who we think are consistent, but he's a guy who I think can win if he's there. I love the bet. I'm all in, man. All in.
All right, so you're with me on Spieth.
Yes.
Okay.
I just wanted to hear you say it, you know.
Okay. To Spieth or not to Spieth? Fucking guys from way back in the day when the show first started. Everybody knows I'm not a Spieth guy. But now I kind of feel bad for him. But back in the day, I hated his guts. I don't bet him often. I'm feeling it.
Yeah. Okay. Are numbers taking a hit with the Akshay withdrawal?
I don't think so. Would you have bet Akshay?
No, but I just don't know if it's impacting those other guys in the 25-30 range.
Okay. Do you like Tom Kim? No, the numbers haven't moved at all in the 25-30 range, but maybe in the 40.
I don't mind Tom Kim, but I just like the other guys better. I don't really view him as a Valspar winner.
You said Travelers Comp. No, Travelers Comp. Another one. Spieth has won.
Yeah,
But Tom Kim second at the Travelers last year.
yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, it's just.
But I'm not betting 4 guys.
Can't bet 4 guys in that range, right?
No.
All right, 40 plus. You got Glover, Smalley, Mike Kim all at 40. Clanton, Poston, Taylor Moore, Adam Scott, 45. Any of those guys do anything for you? Glover opened up at 60, missed that, so I don't think I'll see us getting to the 40.
Nope, I'm not. Definitely not. Clanton at 45 intrigues me. Obviously, this should be a course for him. He's a ball striker, long iron guy. He can, and the fact that it's a higher score, in my opinion, makes him more likely to win it at the PGA Tour level.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's still a big ask, and I think people kind of forget that it's a big ask for him to win.
I know.
Is he a pro?
No, he won his last college event again last week.
But didn't he get his card with that win, with that made card or whatever a couple weeks ago?
He can't. It doesn't come through until May.
So he's still an amateur.
Still an amateur. Yeah, he's playing his college season.
I don't know if I want to bet him as an amateur.
Yeah.
Do you?
He's on the short list of guys I want that I'm considering. But it's a big ask, yeah. But it's still the same number as we bet him at Honda.
And he played pretty well. He stormed on Saturday.
Yeah, what did he finish? 12th?
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't shock me if he won. I mean, you get the whole getting your card thing out of the way. It could free him up. He finished 18th at his approach numbers aren't like anything special this year.
No, they're not. I looked at that too.
Like last year, his approach numbers were doing things. Second at the Deer, 6.8. Wyndham, 6.9.
It almost feels like a force to me a little bit.
Yeah. Smalley should be a good fit, but I can't bet him at 40.
Nope.
He's a good long iron player.
He is, but I just no.
Mike Kim, no fucking way. All right, so 50 range. There's some guys here. Keith Mitchell, Knapp, Vic, Cam Young, Benny Ann, Griffin. All 50. 55, you got Dietrich, Sahith.
I'm not incredibly interested in any of them besides Vic. I just think it's a good course. I was
interested in Knapp when he was 75.
Yeah, not at 50.
But Knapp's playing great, man.
I know.
It has been for 2 months.
Well, I was saying 75 last night. You wouldn't answer me.
Got to wait on tee times. The only one here, Vic.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Let's jump in.
50?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
What's the difference between him and Xander right now?
Can he win?
Can Xander?
Jesus, Knapp gained 9.1 strokes putting at the Players.
I know. I saw that.
No, there's no difference between Xander. Xander can't win, though.
All right, so Vic shot 80 in round 1 at the Players in the bad wave. And then he came back and shot 68 round 2. And it was all putting in round 1. He lost 4.5 putting in round 1.
Wow.
It's the second time in 2 weeks that he lost over 4 putting in a round. Round 1 of the API lost 4.9. That day, he gained 2.4 on approach. His most rounds, he's gaining over 2 on approach.
Yep.
The putting is just atrocious. But Friday, he gained 3.8 putting. Approach is still there.
He's hitting it good.
And he finally said he's feeling like he's making progress, right?
That's what I wanted to ask you. I don't know what he said.
Let's look it up. gotta find it, but keep going on Vic.
Yeah, I think it's not a bad time to dive in. I just think my question is this: how do we feel good that he's going to be able to play well enough in 4 consecutive rounds? Like, doesn't he have to have one shitty round, like really shitty?
Why? Why does he have to have a shitty round? Why can't he just shoot 4 rounds of 68? He can't do that here. That's all you need. 4 rounds of 68. That gets you to 12 under.
But even when he was good, he really had a hard time doing that. Like, I just feel like he has that one round.
But he put one low one together when he was great. Like he'd throw a 64 in there.
Yeah.
Or 65 in there. If he gets a good wave, I'm betting him.
Okay, yeah, me too.
50 is a good number. I like the things I'm saying statistically. I can't find that quote, but he did say he I'll find it eventually. Retweet it, I guess.
I can see the press conferences. Players.
I don't know if it was in a press conference, but maybe. Cam Young, Sahith, anything?
Just not for me.
Okay. The next guy then we'll go up to the 80 range. Well, Bud Cauley steamed down to 65.
Jesus.
I used to love Bud Cauley.
March 13th. What was that? That was before the tournament.
Yeah.
I have that press conference. I don't know if that.
Yeah, find that quote. Okay. We'll jump into 80 range. Doug Gim 80, Seabez 80, Power 80, Stevens, Gerard, Norgard Peterson, Bo Hostler, Novak, Nikolai, Damon, and Horschel at 90.
Yep.
Give me your guy, man.
Oh, Seabez. Absolutely love Seabez. My favorite bet of the week. I don't know if he can win, but South Africans have been great here. Charles won here. Louis has been really, really good here. I like he doesn't have to make a million birdies. You don't have to be great off the tee, which he isn't. I like that he can club down and not have to use that driver all the time, which is his biggest weakness. Great putter. I think the number's too big for him. I think he's playing pretty well. I think he's kind of being overlooked. And the win, I don't know. I think I need to hit a top 20 pretty hard on him because I think he's a really, really good bet for like a top 20.
Yeah.
But I like him. I've been saying he's going to win this event for like a month.
See, but you have. And yeah, I don't love him as much as you do, but yeah, he was 9th here last year. Score is perfect for him, right?
Yep.
He's just such a weird looking dude. And the way he speaks is just, I know he drank rat poison, but
he did
as a kid.
And that's why he's autistic?
That's why he's autistic. Not autistic, but that's why he's fucked up. You
That's
didn't know
why?
that? Yeah. Dude, we've had this conversation.
I forgot.
Yeah. By accident.
Seems like a pretty fucking dumb move.
He's a grinder. You've been saying Seabez for forever. Like,
dude, now I like him even better, man. If you can withstand drinking rat poison, you can withstand the snake pit.
Yeah. Don't listen to him speak, man. Oh, it's tough.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't have to. Well, if he wins, I don't care. I'll be fucking stroking my thing anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. I'm in on Seabez. I'll ride you. The only other one on that list was Nikolai.
And I like Nikolai too. He's another tee time guy. If he gets the right wave and we're looking for right guys to bet, I think if he gets the advantageous tee time, he's hitting the ball great. Approach is good. He is a long iron player. International players, 11 of the last 20 winners here have been outside the U.S. winners.
Is it the right course to club down?
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have to spray that crazy driver. His approach numbers are fire.
I know.
And isn't that the recent approach? Isn't that the most important thing?
Yeah.
I mean, there's not many people hitting it better than him.
Yeah, 200 plus, 8th, par 3.
He was bad at the players, but he wasn't that bad. And then before that, his stroke gain approach wastes 5. Mexico 4.5. Honda 3.3. Finished 8th in Mexico, 18th in the Cognizant. He has that top 20 in Florida that I was looking for.
I don't mind Nikolai at all. He's on my list.
I have a hard time picturing him winning. That's my only issue.
Yes. All right, bombs. You bet any? I bet Davis Riley.
I didn't yet. I want to see Riley tee time.
But
for all these guys,
220 to 1. Won Colonial last year, beat Scotty. Has a course history here is pretty wild. He lost in a playoff to Burns, and then 19th year after. Probably should have won that playoff.
Yeah.
Regulation. And I don't know. I've been seeing him on leaderboards, no? Doing things lately?
Well, last week it was pretty good. What were the stats look like?
I didn't even check the stats. More of a feel. But he was in he played really well in Puerto Rico. He had a chance to win going into the last day and fucked off the last day. Finished 6th in Puerto Rico. 38th of players, 1.9 approach, 1.2 at Honda. I mean, that's way better than what he usually does, which is suck.
Yeah, he's fine. I'm not. He feels like the flavor of the week, man.
Does he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, whatever. 250 to 1. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I'm not saying I wouldn't bet it. Gim, do you like Gim at all?
Gim. Is he striping it like he? I know he did that one at Honda. Yeah, what's like about Gim? I guess can he make putts?
Probably not.
No, he can't. Look at those putting stats.
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't mind Gim.
8.4 in approach. Holy shit.
Yeah, he was on fire at Honda.
Oof.
Doesn't seem like something we do, but what we've been doing hasn't been great.
I know. Can Gim win an event?
Went to University of Texas.
Yep. I don't mind it. See another guy, tee time shakeout. Like if he's PM and Nikolai's AM or vice versa, maybe that's what we do.
Okay. Anybody else you like?
Yeah, I love Charlie Hoff in 120.
All right. How come?
Yeah, I don't know.
49, man.
He's going to win.
Charlie's going to win?
Yeah, I think so.
Give it to me, I guess.
I can't give you too many details here, but I just think he's playing really well. I mean, he's striping the shit out of the ball. He just can't putt, but he putt well at Honda, and he finished 25th. He's good at Colonial. He's good at all the comps. He has top 5s at all the comps we talked about. We're going to run out of time here.
Okay. What prevents him from doing what he did at Amex?
What did he do?
When he was in the mix in the final group and just put the ball in the water on that par 3.
Yeah, he made a mistake.
He's 49, man.
I know.
He's old.
I just think he's going to be in the mix.
He's looking scruffy, too. You see that beard he's got on him?
Yeah, but he looks strong, too.
Yeah.
Looks spry.
Why isn't it 170?
Maybe it will be. Maybe wait on it.
Okay. All right. I mean, who have you actually bet? I've only bet Seabez and Riley.
I bet Seabez and Spieth.
You already bet Spieth.
When I went to 35.
Okay. I'm going to wait on tee times and see what the weather does before I bet the rest.
All right. Me too. But we know what we're looking at.
Yep. 2 hours. 2 weeks in a row, you fucks.
We're grinding, man. Let's hopefully it pays off this week. All right.
All right. Peace.